Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and good morning to all of us. So today my group which are represented by Ngawayin, Vivigan and me Wan Muhammad Adam will present about our programming technique C mini project which is stock management system. So let's start with introduction and project background. So for the introduction, the aim of this project is to implement the stock management system to manage the entire details of stock system in automated way. The stocks which are purchased from the various suppliers and dealers are stored in the stockkeeper and their entries are recorded into database. So the software system provides a lot of facilities, which for example, adding new item, searching item in database, displaying all items, removing any items, and also provide a good security, which is user can change their username or password easily. So for the project background, this program is based on the management of stock of an organization. So this program contains general organization profile and stock details. In other words, this program has a provision of updating the stock and displaying the remaining stock. So each new stock is created and entitled with the name and the entry date of that stock, and it can also be updated anytime when required. So for the login page is created in order to protect the management of the stock and to prevent it from the threats and misuse of the stock. So this software also provides the remaining balance of the stock as well as the details of balance transaction. In order to search for a specific item, this program will display all the data regarding that specific item from database. So let's proceed to the next presenter.
Alright, hi, I'm Nguyen and I'm gonna demonstrate how our program works. So whenever the user runs the program, they meet this interface, and when they press any key, they go to the login interface, and the user can log in through the default username and password already given here. So it's gonna be big bossman 8 big money 888. So when I enter the correct username and password, they go to the main menu here, and there's multiple options here. So the first option is gonna be to add the details of an item into the database. So let's put a random number of 876543. Okay, 876543. Let's put a random name, Android phone, right? And the company name, let's just put Asus. The date, so this is gonna be the date the item's gonna be entered into the system. So let's just put a random date, which is 2022. Yep. And then the item's already in the database just like that. So for the second option, you can search for a specific item in the database. So before this, I entered an item detail which is called iPhone. So I can just type in the name iPhone, and all the item details are gonna pop out, like the item ID, the name, the company name, and the date that was entered into the database. And then for the third option, whenever you press any key to go back to the main menu, it's gonna be to search to see the whole item database see the whole item database. So these are all the items that are currently in our database. So there's 3 items right now for a laptop, an iPhone, and an Android phone. And then press on the key to go back to the main menu. And then I'm gonna show you the fourth option, which is deleting any item from database. So I want to delete iPhone for say, and the ID for iPhone was 12345, right? So we press enter, and it's automatically gone. When we go back to the tree view item stocks, the iPhone is already gone because it was deleted from the database. And then option 5 is gonna be the option to change a new password. So let's say I want to change the new password of IT manager, and the new password of IT shop 999, right? So this is my new password and username, so it's already successfully changed. So I'm gonna have to log in again. So I'm gonna have to run this program again. Right, so when I run it again, I need to enter the correct username and password, which is IT manager and IT shop 999, and we can log back in again with the new username and password. And for our last option in the main menu, it will be the exit option. So I press the 0 and enter. The program automatically end, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Now, let's discuss about the flowchart of the program. Once we execute our program, it will bring us to the login page. Here, we need to enter the username and password that is specified in the program. If the username and password is correct, then it will proceed to the main menu. And if it is incorrect, then it will return to the login page again to enter the username and password. In main menu, there will be 6 options from 0 to 5. If we enter the option within the range, then it will bring us to the selected option. If the selected option is out of range, then it will return to the main menu to enter the option again. So now let's see the options one by one. For the first option, which is exit, once we enter 0, then it will directly end the program. For the second option, which is add new item, if we press 1, then it will ask to enter item details such as ID number, name, company name and date of the item. Once we enter all of these details, then it will return to the main menu again. So for the third option, which is search item, if we press number 2, then it will ask to enter the item name. If the item is found, then it will display the item ID, item name, company name and date. If the item is not found, then it will return to the search item to enter the item name again. So after it displays all the details, it will return back to the main menu. For the fourth option, which is view item details. So if we press 3, there will be a assignment which is count equals to 1 and maximum equals to x. So this x is referred to the maximum number of items where we key in into this system. So after that, it will display the detail of the item 1, which is according to the assignment here. So it will display the item ID, item name, company name and date of the item. And after that, there will be an increment in the count by 1. So after that, there will be a condition where the count is less and equals to the maximum. As long the statement is true, then it will proceed to display the following items detail. And once if the statement become false, then it will proceed to main menu again. For the fifth option, which is delete item, once we press 4, it will ask us to enter the item ID. And after that, it will automatically delete the item and return to the main menu. For the sixth and last option, which is update username and password, once we enter 5, it will ask to enter new username and new password. After that, the new username and password will be updated and it will bring us to the login page again to enter and log in with the new username and password. So this is the flowchart of our program, which is stock management system.
Right. Hi. So for the relation part of this program, I think this program I think most of everything that we've learned in this course is related to this program, either directly or indirectly. So for example, the earlier parts of this course, we learned about the problem solving process, SDLC. So we use that to like plan our flowcharts and plan what algorithms we're going to use for this program. And then for the further parts of the course, we learn about how to program in C language. So most of everything that we've learned, I think, is related to this program either directly or indirectly. So for example, the input outputs, right? So they output some messages, input when taking the input of users, when use the printf function or scanf, or the if else selection control structures, right? The for looping, and yeah, I think like most of everything that we've learned is related into this. Like there's arrays in this program, and there's input output files here, input output files, and yeah, I think every chapter that we've learned in this course is actually related to this program. So yeah, I think that's all for the relation chapter, for the relation part of this video. Thank you very much.
Finally, conclusion of mini project programming technique C. What we gain in this course is basic knowledge of C programming before, during, and after the coding. Before the coding, we have learned how to analyze a problem and build flowchart, pseudocode, and verify input, output, and process of a program. During the coding, we have learned how to implement control structure, arrays, and functions. And after the coding, we have learned how to detect error and fix it. Next, we gain the knowledge on how to analyze a problem and solve it by programming. As an example, this mini project is built to keep data in a well-managed form. Finally, we have get to understand the inner working of the computer systems. We have learned how the computer store, modify, and pass the data from one another. And that's all for our project. Thank you.